morning, heroes, and welcome back to another episode. Let's see how badly the lag is today. Tried to play a little bit yesterday, and the lag was freaking terrible. So we gave up yesterday. We may end up giving up today if the lag is still bad, because we are completely frozen. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Let's go turn this in real quick, and then we will, it's lag, man. I'm hoping it has something to do with the weather, to be honest with you. We got quite a bit of snow here in Oklahoma yesterday. But, yeah, so we are going to try and do some more delves today, just to upgrade the gear that we can get from the vault. And then, we also want to try and get some heroics done today, too. But like I said, we will see. Okay. Got to play with my brother and sister-in-law a little bit yesterday too, which was a lot of fun. We went and did some since we were having lag issues, we went and did some old school raids and helped Devin level up and whatnot yesterday, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Turn this into you.
I am listening. Ishnu Dal Diel. Asha Fela.
There we go. Alright. That's not what I wanted. Road Dungeon. Okay. Back out to Dorangall, and then we should be good to go. By the way, I did get a new game yesterday. I don't know if you guys would be interested. It is in early development, or early access, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hightail. It's essentially Minecraft 2.0. It's been a lot of fun, even though there's not a whole lot to do with it yet. It has been a lot of fun. Alright, so we can't do the vault yet. We gotta wait till Tuesday. So I did do some more research on why we couldn't get the vault to work. Has been to increase that the vault for Tuesday. So on Tuesday we'll be able to open that up, which is nice. So we just have a couple more days to go. Nah, I'm just gonna sell all these. Well, that actually might sell on the auction house because it looks pretty dope. Meh. Meh. Ugh. This can all sell. There we go. Waiting on the tank. The tank happens to be a pally. Bro, this tank. I don't know if he just accidentally got launched off or what, but... Okay, we got our big spenders ready to rock and roll. I thought that was a boss. Apparently not. I think he was waiting for this dude to jump on the Shadow Priest. It's a arcane mage in here. Makes me want to play the arcane mage every time I see their skills. I mean, look at that. I might put up a poll at some point to see what other classes you guys would want to see. And then, like, once a week we'll level other stuff. Ah! I'll tell you what, man. This is a lot of snow for Oklahoma. Like, it's a lot. And I gotta text my boss later and be like, hey, you know, what's the game plan? You know what I mean? Ah! Ooh. Got a piece of gear. I didn't look to see if the stats were good. Haste Master, yeah, that's fine. Thought I could kill him. That's on me. No. All right. Boom, boss fight. Aw. Yeah, no gear again. This is like the fourth, maybe fifth, heroic we've run. And, like, we've only gotten maybe 2 pieces of gear. It's so annoying. There we go. The priest and the mage seem to be really, really geared. Because they are absolutely dominating us in DPS. It could just be that I'm terrible at this class. I don't know. But they are doing really well. Is the shield that's on me, is that something that the mage is throwing? Or the healer? Or... Because I've noticed in not every raid, or not raid, every dungeon we've done, it seems that somehow or another we get this bubble. And I don't know what the bubble is. There we go.
I do not have a target.
Tell you what, the Shadow Priest looks dope.
Be gone, rabble!
I take it this is the last boss since we just used Time Warp.
Behold the might of the men. Out of my way! The anima overflows! I have anima to spare!
See? Still got nothing. We got one piece of gear. It bumped us a little. But seriously, man. Like, I don't understand why we don't seem to be getting gear. Like, at all. Like, it makes no sense to me. We've had better luck just running delves to get gear. Sorry, I'm heading over here to the vault because I want to see... I think that was the last heroic we needed to do to fill this whole line. 118, 118, 118. We've done delves, and we have it at 128, 121, or 108. I mean, obviously, we're going to open up this one, right? Like... I don't know. It's just, it's super frustrating. Oh, it's just a banker. Okay. Yeah. It's just super frustrating when you go in there and you're like, hey, this is... I'm doing this to get geared, and then you don't get any stinking gear, you know what I mean? Ugh. See, I can take that off my bar. I don't care. I'm trying to find out. You know, the thing is you always want to try and increase your ability to do damage, right? Like, you're always trying to get that DPS a little bit higher, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. And so the thing is with that is,
The skies.
show me your great. Oh, it's all that. Let's empty out our bag though. So we went from haste mastery to haste mastery. So looks like we lost 9, but we gained more health and everything. So. Like that one, I'll probably throw in the auction house just because it looks cool and we might be able to sell it. Alright, so that's 105, 144, 105, 108, 101, 102, 102, 101. Let's start with this one. We got to figure out a way to get like this into a deal. Let's see here. Can we max this out at 105? It's going to cost us 99. That's fine. So that's as high as we can get that, is 105. So let's go find another one that's on the low end. So 101, 102, 102. That's going to cost us 132. That's fine. Get that up to 105. That's got a long way to go, so we're going to have to hold off on that. This trinket's only got 3 levels left. Bam. What?
Fair skies and strong winds.
I think it's glitched.
I will do my duty.
It's going to cost another 33 to get it to level 8. That's
Good
fine.
health.
Let's look at the chess piece, which starts off at 102. If we bump it 1, we just gain stamina and versatility, and we don't give 2 craps about versatility, honestly. It'll take 354 and 60 of the weathered ethereal crests in order to jump this up to 118, which will give us 3 more armor, 3 more intellect, 66 stamina, 2 haste, and 4 versatility. So I'm gonna be honest with you, this chess piece not that great. But I keep thinking I'm on my mount when I do that. Let's go down here. And now we have 2 things that we could bump. This would give us... We'd lose the mastery, and we'd gain 12 crit and 10 haste. So haste drops down, and we gain crit. Okay. Okay, 8 of these? I mean, like, Mastery's okay, but I think crit and haste are going to be more important, right? Or is it crit and mastery that's good for us? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's look at our stat priority. Int, haste, mastery, crit. So haste and mastery are, these two are our primary that we need to be doing. Obviously int, duh, but we need haste, mastery, then crit for our build. Okay. Wait, are we Annihilator or are we... Hold on. I need to make sure I'm looking at the correct stats here. We're Void Scarred. Hold on. Mastery, haste, critical. In that order. So, mastery, haste, crit. Going this direction. In Midnight, primary stats are back to being extremely valuable, so picking items based on item level is generally a safe bet to increase your intellect. A Void Scarred ideally gets as much mastery as possible, making use of the cosmic damage multiplier that doubles during Void Metamorphosis, where most of its damage occurs. Haste is close behind, increasing the pace at which it can trigger each transformation. Critical Strike and Versatility are both further behind, with little in the way of reasons to seek them out. Versatility does come with some defensive benefits, though, which can be useful. So, we want Mastery and Haste above all else. So if we go here and we click this, this will change it to Crit Haste versus Haste Mastery, which is what we already have. So we want to keep Haste Mastery, then Haste is what we want. Okay? So then, if we switch over to these pants here, this will give us our first set bonus. I like that. But we would, or actually we'd go from haste versatility to crit haste. Not ideal, but our haste jumps significantly. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to transform these. Boom. Now, if this was going to be transformed into an item or a set bonus, we may do that as well, but it does not. So now we have our first piece, and we need to try and do our best to start leveling this up. Okay. All right, we're still in queue. Did you just pick me, use my body like a sports bot? I guess you were trying to help. Hold on, Lionel. I'm being attacked by stupid seagulls. Okay. I'm still weak. I don't think I could swim very far, and that's it. I don't have a meal, bud. Alright. I don't know what you would need for him, so we're out of here. Off to searching for elites and whatever else we can find. Because I don't see any events. Well, that's a back piece.
Invaluable arcane tomes. Our mission is to retrieve them before they're lost to history.
But we have a 134 back piece. That's 99. That's not going to help us. But we would lose. We could replace it with the 105 at some point. The core's unstable energies will randomly buff one of your secondary stats for 32. This lasts between... Yeah, see, like that actually sounds like it would be good. Not really, though. If I honestly think about it, it does not sound like it's going to do that much. Don't need the back piece. That's a headpiece. We're wearing a 120. Radiant Cash. That actually might be worth it. Ooh, an elite right here. Just rep. Dang it. I think that's all these guys give us is rep. I don't think they have an option to give us, like, the keys and stuff. Problem is I just don't see any of these world events that are doing anything to benefit our character. You know what I mean? Like, that back piece is not going to be able to jump up high enough to beat a 134. We go look at the under portion here. There is a bountiful delve, but we don't have a key. And there's no events going on there. That just rewards us with reputation, which does us no good. Reputation. I mean, it does give you resonance crystals and weathered ethereal crests and valor stone. It gives you all that stuff, but we need gear. That is what we're looking for. We could go grab that. Actually, no, because it's going to be weaker than what we're already wearing. Okay. It's basically we just need heroic dungeons. That's kind of what we're waiting on right now. Is just heroic dungeons. Okay. No idea what we're doing or what we're supposed to do in this dungeon. I've never done this before. I see 3 silver dots on them. I guess we have to go to each one of those dots to get people to, like, the... Whoa. To get the bosses to show up, I guess. Ooh, we got an elemental shaman in here. At least I think he's an elemental. Oh no, he's an enhancement because he's in the melee range.
I require a target.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson!
I mean, this is the boss, and it does look like there's still a chest up there that we were supposed to break. Alright, so we got another neck piece with versatility, mastery, and avoidance. Great for tanking, not good for us. Yeah, because we lose all that haste. No bueno to me, man. No bueno to me. But hey, at least we got another piece finally. Boom. Aim for it. Dang, almost had it. Woo. I tell you what, me and that shaman though. Tempest, chain lightning, crash lightning, Baltic blaze.
Well, well, what have we here? Welcome to the firing range.
It's playtime! Playtime!
Blah.
I'll get him, boss! Like you said, boss.
Okay. Hmm. Kaboom! Oh. Swamp face and bubbles. Bubbles, no! There we go. Still only got one piece of gear this entire run. Geronimo! No, Shami looks ranged, bro. Isn't that who's behind us? Is the shaman? I mean, I could be wrong. It definitely is not a mage. Oh, I got stunned. Did. Okay. Let's see. Snow possible in the next hour. Yeah, the beauty of this build compared to other casters is that I can continuously keep moving, whereas the other casters have to stop. So,
You dare question me? Face annihilation! Power!
homie's trying to be a techno chamois.
Your wits against mine! Try and die! Working! It's working! Try and die!
And there we go. Give me something, please. Nope. I tell you what, man, I'm really starting to get frustrated with this nonsense. Ooh. So that's the set that I just got that for. And then the risks that I have is for the heroic version of it. I'd be okay with either one. The green set or the red set. But like that's my big problem right now is the fact that we've run multiple heroics at this point. We're probably going on 6, 7 heroics and haven't gotten anything really. 3 pieces of gear, I think. Like, we can go look and see how many total heroics we've done, I think. Yeah, and see, these don't upgrade. These are just heroics. If I was to do a mythic, one of these would probably change to a mythic, but
I need to target something first.
apparently we are just going to have issues with heroic dungeons on this character, and it's kind of frustrating me. Alright, let's queue for another one. All these people with the,
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles.
I know that there is a auction house here in this city. Let's go find a guard that I can talk to real quick. Broker of heroic goods. Problem is, in order to buy these, you got to get these coins, right? These, what are they called? The puzzling cartel chips, right? But in order to get those, you need to defeat any 4 bosses within Maniforge Omega Raid on normal difficulty or higher, and then something about mythic dungeons in order to complete those. I think it's like 4 mythic dungeons.
But of late, the devotees have become secretive, hostile.
This tank is like, I got this, bro.
Diary as a place to contemplate the mysteries of Belladar. The gods sought to kill you. Captain Dale Cry is protecting something. Each of his lieutenants bolsters his tactics. Draw them away and defeat them.
The warrior tank. And one of the DPS dropped out, the hunter. Okay.
Shame, ma'am. Your training grounds fall to the intruders.
Yeah, great. Eh. Aw. Almost had enough to do a second falling star or whatever it's called. I'm almost tempted to think that getting that off is just not actually beneficial to our DPS. Just trying to get into and stay in our Void Walker, whatever you want to call it, stance is probably the best bet.
You won't peel off anymore. You must defeat Dalecry now.
Tainer, the intruders defile the altar of the sacred flame!
Golly. This tank ain't playing, bro.
Ours is the true path to the Arathi! Lieutenant, eliminate these birds! By hand and claw!
Cause yeah, I can sometimes get one off. It's rare if I can get two of them off. And if that's the case, then there's no real reason to be trying to use that skill, right?
Ember's wrath!
Ouch. Ugh. Let's see.
Glory!
I mean, after this, we'll look.
Dalecry was an Arathi hero. How could
I'm not a rogue, but alright.
Gods! Gods!
demonstrate your worth.
Those who oppose the Emperor will fall at our feet. By the Emperor's will! Glory guides my hammer! By my shield! Glory guides my hammer! The flame empowers me! Shielded by flame's light! Glory guides my hammer! Shielded by flame's light! My first defeat.
Murpray has warped the Priory from a place of contemplation to an uprising.
I mean, it has a prismic socket, so we could add a jewel to it to boost stats,
She has
but
always preached of the strength of the Emperor's will, but to turn it against us is madness.
I need to target something first.
Belladar is the crucible. It burns away weakness. Its blinding light reveals the strength we Arathi lacked. With an army of arisen, the Arathi will defeat the Nerubians, conquer Pathazar, and subjugate the world!
Such heresy! They defiled the sacred flame by animating the dead. No better than the Codex.
ran out of energy before I could pop it a second time. So yeah. Plus, I just don't feel like it's doing enough damage to really matter. Dang.
It is done. These zealots
We
no
rolled
longer
100,
steer our
Jesus.
faith towards destruction.
Alright. Okay. So, let's see, let's learn this. The reason why I figure we can hold on to this, it won't boost item level. In fact, we'd probably lose some item level to use this, right? Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do. Just trying to get this cord out from underneath my chair. But what we can do with it is we can slowly upgrade this when we get enough currency to where we can then go ahead and get it up to, it'll probably be, let's see, if we're at 4 of 8, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So like what, a 108 maybe at max level, somewhere in that neighborhood. But if the stats are better and I can throw a gem in there to get us even better stats on that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we might lose a little bit of health. But if we can get some crit and some mastery, which we know is kind of sort of the stats we're looking for. We're actually looking for mastery and haste, but crit's not bad for the type of build that we're running. But yeah, let's see here. Just whatever. Alright. I think we've got time to queue and do one more before I gotta start getting ready to see if we have work. If we don't have work today, then yeah, 1000%, we are going to be just working on getting this character geared. If Sam and Cora jump on, we might do some old school raids. If Sam just jumps on and wants to play, then, you know, we might do more heroics and stuff, because I definitely need more gear. But what I want to check here, let's go. And then if Devin gets on, we got to figure out what character he's doing so that we can help level his character.
There is much to be done.
All right, so if we click this and we, oop, not that piece, that piece, the max we can get it to would be 118. So gosh darn close to what we're already wearing. So we would only lose a little bit. It will cost us 240 of those, but it does not cost us any of the ethereal. So we will hold on to this right here. This is going to replace our current headpiece. And we'll move on from there.
In purpose.
We got 51 of those. For now, I just want to keep that. Because, like, let's see if what it takes to upgrade our pants. We could level it once. I want to see what it takes to... Holy cow. It takes 472 Valor Stones. It takes 45 Weathered, which we have. Right there. And then it takes 60 Carved, which we're short on that, because we've only got 51. So there's that. Okay. Alright, we're waiting on you. And, like, here's the thing. I wish the time walking was better for us. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think it is. Like, time warps. I don't know if we got that from a time walking dungeon or not. But it is what it is. And then the other thing that we could do is the horrific visions. And the reason I want to do those is to get our weapons. There are some upgrade weapons. Requires basically 1,000
It is
of the
an
currency. I don't know, those are the fist weapons. It's sword blades. Here we go. Like, they're not the greatest. They're not, you know, look-wise. But the stats, man. The versatility, no bueno. But we would gain more damage overall. And they're upgradable. Dang, none of these are actually what we want stat-wise. But, like, that's int, agility, agility, agility. So the only two that we can use are these two swords. Right? And then these two warglaives. And the swords, we would lose damage. So we would need 1,000 of the displaced mementos. We're at 32.
Until next time.
So, but we can do that. Like, I'll probably do that kind of stuff off camera just to see kind of thing. Not 100% sure on there, but... Okay. But yeah, we should have, in theory, enough time to do one more dungeon, and then we'll have to get off and start getting ready for work. But because I also still have to eat and do all that fun stuff. See if I can grab a shower. And... Tanky McTank. Interesting name. Wait, what are they talking about? Hold on. Loot plus guaranteed mythic mount tonight. Meh. When you upgrade your house, shouldn't it give you more items you can put down? Like, I was at 250 of 250 before upgrade, and after I'm still at 250 of 250. Okay, I think they're talking about just the housing. Yeah. But let's see here. What is this? Let's see. Gems and enchants. I don't know if they tell us anything about gems here, but... Let's see. Use culminating blasphemite in your first socket. Plus 12 primary stat and plus 0.15% critical effect per unique Algeri gem color. Aim to have one of each gem to maximize its effects, focusing on mastery, using a single masterful emerald, plus 10 haste, plus 3 mastery. Masterful ruby, plus 10 critical strike and plus 3 mastery, and then a masterful sapphire, plus 10 versatility, plus 3 mastery. All other sockets should have a quick onyx, mastery, and haste. You can also optionally substitute the blasphemite for the elusive blasphemite, plus 12 primary stat and plus 2 movement speed per unique Algeri gem. This trades a small amount of DPS for additional movement speed instead. For enchants, they recommend using for our helmet the Magnificent Jeweler's setting, which allows our helmet to have 2 sockets. Or sorry, necklace to have 2 sockets. My apologies. For the main hand and offhand, they say we should be using Authority of Radiant Power. Dealing damage has a chance to call upon the authority, smiting your target for 2401 radiant damage and temporarily increasing your primary stat by 20. Cannot be applied to items lower than level 70. Chant of Winged Grace for our cloak, which gives us 36 avoidance. Meh. For chest piece, Crystalline Radiance, which increases primary stat by 49. So for us, intellect. For bracers, they say avoidance. Again, meh. Sunset Spell Thread for our legs, which gives us 8 intellect and stamina by 8. Boots, they say Defender's March, rather, which gives us stamina by 59. Both rings should have Radiant Mastery. Or no, sorry, one should have Radiant Mastery, which gives you Mastery by 21. And then the other one should have a Magnificent Jeweler's setting so that we get 2 sockets on there. For weapons, due to the increased value of Intellect and Midnight, you should always be using Enchant Weapon Authority of Radiant Power on both weapons, regardless of situation or build. Your ring enchants determined by character sims, as both haste and mastery options are similar in value. For flasks, we should be running Alchemical Chaos. It's stronger than the Tempered Potions. The Alchemical Chaos drink to increase a random secondary stat by 63 at the cost of 5 of 2 other secondary stats. This effect is randomized again every 30 seconds. Lasts 1 hour, and through death, consuming an identical flask will add another hour. Is slightly more RNG than alternatives, but it is a net positive in stats and also leads to stronger Tempered Potion uses, so is recommended. Tempered Potion gain the effects of all inactive tempered flasks, increasing their associated secondary stats by 48. So, Flask of Tempered Swiftness and Flask of Tempered Mastery, slightly weaker but more consistent due to providing a bulk of stats we prefer. Remember, though, it leads to weaker Tempered Potions. Okay. For food, they recommend Feast of the Midnight Masquerade. You gain 4 primary stat for an hour when you become well fed. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go build on talents here. So we have the Void Scarred single target, Void Scarred AoE, and Void Scarred Delves build. And then for Annihilator, they have single target, AoE, and Delves build. It looks like Annihilator is used for Mythic Plus, apparently, and Void Scarred is used for raids. So, we might build us an Annihilator one just to see how that works, honestly. Let's see, how much time are we got left here? 146? Nah. Okay. I was hoping that this was going to get us in pretty quick, but I'm running out of time and it's getting super hot right now because I left a space heater on and this room does not circulate heat very well. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here, guys. We will continue on tomorrow. I'm going to figure out what's going on with work, try and get stuff done. If work is going to call or let me call out today or say that we're not going into office, whatever you want to call it, then we will jump back on after we get something to eat. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for sticking out. And we'll catch you next time. Stay safe out there. have fun, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out.